'cause you're right on time.
Can't you see that I love nobody else?
I love nobody else.
Can't you see that I love nobody else? Time won't take my
situation. He's able. Oh.
It's what the other eye can see, the faux versus reality. It's the light that lives inside of me. It's how we know we're vibing.
And I am DJ S to the P, not the I, but the EN. Welcome, everybody.
Yes, welcome. This is our A&R show, just in case you've been under a rock for the past 3.5 years. This is our A&R show. Every 2 weeks, we are here checking out some music that was submitted by producers, and we're going to get our panel to give some feedback, and hopefully we're going to sign some music tonight. We're going to see.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, would you like to do the honors of introducing our illustrious guest this evening?
Illustrious is
illustrious. Hey, Twitch, hey, Facebook, hey, Mixcloud, hey, YouTube, and Instagram. Good evening or night or afternoon or whatever it is in your time to all of you. Glad to see you joining us.
Yes.
All right. Go
right
right on
so
ahead.
Our guest tonight has been responsible for quite a few.
Oh, I can't see him yet.
No, you can't see him yet. No. He's been responsible for quite a few things. And what I mean by things, I mean overall music artist that we all know and love, such as the likes of In Vogue, Das
like En
Effects, Gerald Levert, which I know you probably were like, yeah, Gerald
But
Levert.
In Vogue, that's some girls.
Simply Red, and
Oh, really?
yeah, and some killer dance artists by the way of my man Mr. Michael Watford, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Pal Joey, of course, another one of my favorite people, Carrie Chandler,
All right.
and Dennis Ferrer. He is responsible for some of my favorite records, like He Is My Soul. Yes, he is he is.
That's
Had
my
to take a
jam.
moment and give the Lord some praise.
Okay.
Just-
Don't get
just
too
because of
excited
that.
now. This is not a praise party. This is Talent Tuesday, sir.
Yes,
Stay focused.
It is Talent Tuesday. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I introduce to you the man, the myth, the legend. And I know, look, don't get all crazy, because I know a lot of y'all like, where's this dude been? Who? His name is Jerome Sydenham.
Hello. Okay, this is my friend. I've never seen Jerome before.
Yes.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
How are you? How
I'm
you
wonderful. Good. Thank you for
Excellent.
being on the show.
My pleasure.
Yeah. So Jerome, we can't say enough about your contributions to the industry, and we can't wait to hear what you're going to say about some of these tracks that we're about to hear. As well as we have Mr. Tommy Davis,
Yes.
who is Quantize's main guy that is the A&R for Unquantized. He is an all-around killer DJ and etc. so on. So,
Hey,
ladies
Kelly,
and gentlemen,
Kelly,
say what's up to Tommy Davis.
Kelly, you look fabulous, Kelly.
Well, she
Oh.
just, I don't know why she ran out of here, but she ran out of here for some particular reason, but I will let her know that that's what you say.
Well, it's an honor.
I know she'll
to
be
with
happy to hear
Jerome.
that.
You know, I mean, come on. I mean, if you're in the chat, and you don't know, you're sitting in the presence of legendary Jerome Sydenham.
Yes,
You know,
yes, yes.
oh,
Legend is an understatement, but we're going to get more into that in a minute as we introduce this guy right here as well. His
Speaking
name
of
is...
legends,
Yeah,
a
okay.
69th legend.
Yeah, the 69th legend. All right, anyway, we're going to just cut you off and just say hello to all of everybody, because I can't do it with you in the 69 tonight. All right, so we've got 5 tracks tonight that I think we're going to just go ahead and get right into it until I can figure out where my hostess with the mostest went. But we're going to get right into it with our first track of the night. And let's see, because that's gone. So now, our first track of the night is called Powerful Incredible, as Talent Tuesday is in total EFFECT, y'all.
You're powerful, incredible.
All right. Finishing up with track 1, Powerful, Incredible. Tell us what you are thinking about this track, and let's go right on over to our guest.
Yeah, Jerome, what do you think about this one? Wait a second, hold on, let me get you.
Yeah, get him together.
everything
I'm
going
checking out
on.
this poll. If you're on Twitch, I hope you are watching for the polls and that you've taken the poll.
I
All right, you got Jerome?
Yep, I
All
got
right,
it.
I guess
Jerome, what do you think?
I would like to say something very important before we get started on that, is that I wouldn't be here without the guidance and tutelage of Mr. Merlin Bob, who introduced me into the music industry on a professional level.
Wow.
Without Merlin, there is no, I wouldn't have entered the corridors of power to have been given the opportunities that I have today. So my shout out to Merlin Bob and Sylvia Rohn as well. So
Wow.
thanks, Merlin, for giving me the.
Yeah, one of these days I'm going to
guidance.
ask you what it
Yeah.
was like to work with the likes of Sylvia Rohn, man. I've heard so many
man.
things.
Yeah, but Merlin was my teacher anyway, so that was
Yeah.
a phenomenal experience for another
Awesome.
day. But jumping right back into where we are right now, I took some quick notes. That's what I
All
always
right.
do. I mean, the title is nice in an uplifting sort of sense, but overall, unfortunately for me, the song doesn't hold in terms of. There are nice aspects to it, but overall, it starts to suffer in an arrangement capacity. You know, so this is where the chorus overall isn't strong enough to me. Again, there are very, very dynamic elements. The voices are chorused well together, maybe a bit compressed. Nothing wrong with that. The track is a little bit generic. The chords get buried in the mix. And I believe that it could do with some more musical elements, you know, like emphasis on more pads and perhaps strings. Right. So I think with what they have, rearranging the vocals, adding some more musicality to the overall structure and improving the arrangement, this is not something so complicated, but it does need to go back into the lab in my humble opinion.
All right, all right. If you were to give it as is, a scale of 1 to 10 rating, what would it be?
It would be hard to do that, as I think that it needs to go into the studio. So if you're forcing my hand on that, I would have to give it a 5. I would have to give it a 5.
All right.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right. Mike Freak, what do you think?
Yeah. Adding to what Jerome has said, I think it was missing a bass line too. Like I couldn't hear any like bass line, any groove underneath the track. I kind of heard just the kick, and I think having a bass line would make this track pop as well. So if there's anything that's needed, I think that would be one thing I'd add as well.
Okay. All right.
And
Yeah, what's your score?
I'll give this one a 6.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Thomas.
also on our
Oh, wait a minute. Let's find out
Wait. Say
Yeah.
what? What do you say?
He's
Well,
telling us
with-
what.
Oh, what
No,
happened
it's-
going
with
on?
that, we got 80% of people not digging the tune. So
All
Oh,
right.
80%. Oh, that's
80%
interesting.
of not digging a tune.
Not
All right,
digging it.
over.
Oh, yeah.
Not digging
All
it.
right,
Over
cool.
on Facebook, Nicola Caravelli gives it a 7.5.
Oh.
Shout out to Nicole Brown, wanting to know where to send tracks. We are full for tonight. Music at Quantized Recordings. Any monetary offerings with a track? Your track needs to work for you, sweetie. So if your track does well enough and sells, then you make money. Okay,
Right.
that's how it works.
$9.
So come with your A game and send your tracks in to music at quantizedrecordings.com and let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's.
All right,
Thomas, what you
Tommy.
think?
Tommy
Yeah,
Davis, the
yeah.
legendary.
Yeah. So, you know what? I like the idea what they was trying to do. You could really hear they was trying to come up with something minimal, but still rocking, which is like unquantized kind of music, you know, it kind of fits there. But the vocals almost gave you an idea that they were sampled, because if you had those vocals, why would you compress them and put them back that much reverb on them and put them in the back, which people tend to do when they sample stuff, because, you know, you lose quality. But even with all that being said, it still had the possibility of being a great track. If I were you, producer, go back again, take some of these tips and send it back again. And I bet you it'll change 100%, because there are a lot of records like this out there. And when you're doing something that is common already in the genre, you have to measure to the other ones that are doing what you're doing. And that's where we're comparing it to, because we've heard this before with other things. I like the message. The production could have had some more work on it. As Jerome said, structure, even in a minimal track, everything has to tell a story. And your story got kind of lost, you know what I mean, where it just seemed like it was a tool, not so much a song. So I loved it. When I play it, I might play it just like that. But
Your name is Tommy Davis. If you like it, you will play it like that.
I will. But the general market out there, a little bit more sophisticated. So you have to match to what they're already playing. So that's why we give you these suggestions. I give it a 7.
All right. That's a good score.
All right. Good score.
What did you think?
That was all right. What did you think? What did you do with this?
I would definitely suggest that the producer go back. I think the elements are cool, even if it is a sample. That's cool. I mean, there's so many sample records out here that are like number one, records.
True.
It's really what you put around with that sample. In my opinion, I think you need a musician. And if you get the right musician to play the right things, chord progression wise, and then work on the mix, I think, you'll have a record. I really do. So, but as it stands, I give it a 5.
Okay.
I'm right there with Jerome. So nothing from you.
Nothing from me. I mean, listen. I like what Mike said about the bass line. I'm just not. It's not giving me, what I need out of this kind of track. It's just not giving me. I'm looking for Sunday morning.
Right.
This was giving me Thursday afternoon.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I needed to give a little more.
Be nice. This is Jerome's first time meeting you, and
I'm gonna be the same next time when he meets me in person. I'm gonna be the same.
All right.
So let's see what everybody else thought. I mean, Facebook is. They're just shouting out. They're just saying hello.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Hey, Jama Okora checking in over on Facebook. Angie Burstow. Hey, Angie. Lynn Jones, all checking in on Facebook. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We are going to roll on to The Whispers. Is that what it's called?
The name of the song is called The Whispers.
Okay, track 2 on Talent Tuesday. It's called The Whispers. Drop us a note in the chat. If you're on Twitch, make sure to get involved in the poll. Stay with us. David Hunter over on Facebook, loving this. All right, thank you, Massimo Palmieri and Angie Burstow, sending stars over on Facebook. Thank you. All right, the poll is rolling.
Yeah, it is.
On Twitch. All right, let's get right on into this.
All right. Who we going with first? Going with the guest first? I guess we should go with the guest first.
We only have one guest. Let's go with our guest first.
All right, so here we go. I feel the producer's intentions were very noble, but you have an example of the mix not being very balanced and an over reliance on the bass line to lead the track. But the bass line itself isn't profound enough, you know. And I'm not sure about the marriage between the bass line and the stab. I also don't particularly like the sprinkles of the sort of a synthetic keyboard percussions. I don't think that they were really necessary. I also don't think the drums were very eventful. But again, where the idea of where he was trying to go, I really do understand that and can relate. So I'm not trying to knock it, but I'm just saying if you're really going to go with that simplicity, you need to be more profound with your lead bass line and definitely work on the balance and the mix. And the advice that I would give would be to dig deep into some early 90s to mid 90s deep house, like really dig in some classics and see how simple things were done then, because that is back in fashion at the moment. And good research is always inspiring, you know, so you can't go wrong there. I think you can attack this one more time. Right now, I really can't go with it at the moment the way it is.
All right. Scale of 1 to 10.
I'd have to go with the same 5.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. Thomas?
Jerome, man, you act like you a regular, dude.
Yeah.
I have you back regular. Like, all right. That being said, he kind of said all the things, and one of the key words I wanted to say is eventful. And because the modern ear listener and dance floor are used to loops, so when you take a track and you don't make an event, Kevin, they can't tell whether you have it in a 32-bar loop or whatever. So it kind of get lost because they think they're waiting for something to happen, and they believe that the DJ is not letting the song go. You don't want your song to be like that. You want to make events, even in. And to me, I loved your bass line. It was funky, but I was waiting for something to happen. Like, okay, you know, there's a certain way to make events happen, even in a minimal track. So the minimal tracks keep the listener on the edge or the dancer on the floor because it keeps moving and taking them in another way. So you don't want people to say something like, hey, this sounds like it's an instrumental to a track. This is the B side of it. And so therefore it feels like something is missing. That's all it means, is that it's funky. But I would love to hear what the other side sounded like. So I would,
right.
You know what I mean? In other words, we use it as tools. We put Lily Holloway Screaming Love Sensation on top of it and all that kind of stuff. These records have a purpose. But when you coming to us, we were trying to make your record stand alone. So, and that being said, take it back to you again. I give you a 6 because, hey, I could take pieces of this record and bang it to a whole other existence. But we don't want to do that. We want you to make your track so that it can stand on its own. I give it a 6.
All right. Mike Freak, what say you?
Yeah, I kind of see where he was bringing this track. Like initially, I was like looking for a hook, but at the same time, as I was listening, I'm kind of figuring, oh, he's trying to make that synth stab right there as the hook. I think if there was anything that I would add from what everyone has said, kind of like add something a little more memorable to the musical idea right there. Because the stab works, but you know, for someone in this generation, for your track to stand out, it needs something for people to hold on to latch on to, and that's what I didn't get. Like this part right here is pretty dope, but if you add something on top of it, that probably another synth hook or another vocal hook or something, this track has great potential right here.
Right. Okay. Scale of 1 to 10.
Right, 1 to 10.
This one is 7. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
a couple of
All right.
additions. I think this one should be. This has some really good potential.
Okay.
enough.
All
All
right.
right.
What did Twitch say?
Twitch, we got 73% of people digging it.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, that's
73% liking it.
73. Yeah.
Man, I can't figure out these Twitch.
I don't know. must be some
Yeah.
different people on
Yeah,
Twitch. 'Cause
maybe.
they're usually
73,
leaning.
that's yeah. Usually
No, because
they're
they
leaning
usually
towards
lean.
soulful.
They usually lean very, very
soul-based,
soulful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but that's good. What did
Paris
you-
Savet in
What
there.
did Paris say?
Paris is there.
What did
Yeah,
Paris
what
say
did
about
Paris
it?
say?
I think she said she liked it.
She did,
But
really? Okay,
I think she did.
Paris.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shout
But
out
anyway.
to the Quantize crew and the Twitch.
lots
Yeah,
of Quantize
Lexi's
crew
there.
in the church. Hey, Lexi,
Yeah.
Angelica
Hi,
Deneau,
Clark.
Benji Bradshaw
Benji
in the
Bradshaw.
house. I see all
Benji
of
Brad, I
these-
saw that comment about polls, yo. I saw it.
Benji,
I just
I'm
want
gonna
you to
ban
know I
you.
saw it.
I'm gonna put you on
I saw
timeout.
it.
Moderators, go ahead and put
I
Benji
love a
Bradshaw
good
on
poll.
timeout right now. We've got lots of our moderators. I think Tracy.
Just so
Did
you
I
know.
say Tracy Stevens? Somebody's gonna put you
Yeah,
on
Tracy
timeout,
Stevens
Benji.
here.
You'll take a 69 seconds.
Right. Anyway, so what did you think?
I can't speak on it. You know that's not my thing.
Okay.
Well, in terms of was it gonna make me some money on this record label, I wasn't getting strong money vibes.
Okay. Fair enough. All right.
What did you
Money
think?
vibes.
Hey, show me the money.
There you go.
What did you think? Would you play this?
I probably would.
Would you play it at where? At like where?
Something like what we did,
what you did
Project
in
Low,
DC?
something like that.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
definitely
Big festival.
Yeah, big kind of festival record. I agree with Jerome. The marriage between the bass line and the keys isn't there, but somehow it got over. Which there are a ton of underground records that don't have a marriage with the bass line and stuff. But because I think this record has so much potential, I think that it should come back. And the other thing is that this producer definitely has some knowledge of arrangement. So he or she has heard
Right, or
other
she.
records that do this.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and I agree again with Jerome, with what he said. Go back and listen to some of the creme de la creme records from the 90s that had really creative arrangements. Actually, what you should do is go and listen to some records by this guy right here.
Yeah.
Because he understands literally, like Jerome is probably one of the best at, like sandcastles. Like to be fair, honestly, Jerome, when I first heard sandcastles, I'm like, what's this boring foolishness that him and Dennis Ferrer was doing? And the more and more I heard it, the more it built, the more it things that you didn't hear in the beginning, and by the end of the record, it's a totally different thing. Not a whole lot going on, but a totally different thing. Focusing in on the drums, making sure that the drums change up, every so often. And it just made Sandcastles like the phenomenal record that it is. And this record, this song could be very, very similar to that. So I would encourage the producer to go back for sure.
All right,
sure.
go back. We hope that they bring it back. We've had many producers take another stab at a song, bring it back, and it has been a yes. So
Correct.
Let's
see where it goes. All right. So
All right.
on to the next record, which is called Overhead Conversations.
Y'all and these names killing me. Let's be simpler with the names. Simple.
All right.
Overheard conversation.
Overheard.
Oh,
my
you said
bad.
overhead. Overheard.
I'm sorry.
Overheard
Benji, stop it
conversation.
already. Stop. Because I know what Benji's doing.
Overheard conversations.
Overheard conversations. Let's see where.
Okay, let's see what everybody thinks about it. It's Talent Tuesday.
Already.
Exist within me for the ways I feel. This day is ending.
hands down one of the best demos.
Did you see me typing?
No, I didn't see you typing anything.
Oh,
okay.
I was already typing the producer to say, can I have this song? I just didn't hit. I'm about to hit send right now. I literally.
Right. I don't even care what anybody else says.
Okay, let's see what the people have to say.
Absolutely insane.
Let's see what the people have to say.
All right. Which people are we going for? People, or are we going?
Let's start with our guest.
Let's start with Jerome.
And then,
All right. Hi, Jerome.
All right, here we go.
All right.
So, excellent tune, but I do have words on it.
All right.
First of all, I didn't like the intro at all. I thought it was too abrasive. Then I think when the jazzy vibe kicks in, the situation improves tremendously for sure.
Right.
You can clearly tell that the vocalist has chops, the musicians have chops, but then you run into arrangement problems again. The hook is too buried. The backgrounds aren't utilized in the arrangement properly, and there's some other like really nice pieces that are just buried at the back that are it's all right there. It's all right there. And then another mistake happens to mixing the jazzy flavors and projecting it into a contemporary sense, and that is there are other parts of the record that now get too busy and get too jazzy. It gets a little too. But then we get happy again when it gets back into the house groove, but still has a jazzy vibe, and that's really the core essence of the record. So it's a very good record, but still needs to be cleaned up in the mix. Those other vocals need to be brought out and used more in the arrangement, and the overall product needs to be simplified. It's a very, very good record in the end when they go back in and come out again.
Right.
It's all there.
So they have everything they need. It just needs to be.
Yeah.
Okay. So score on this one.
I'd have to give this one, but just because the busy parts bother me, I'd have to give it a 6. But I mean, ultimately, this is like a super record if they just tidy up some things.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So props. I'm giving that's prop. I get props. Props.
Yes. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying from somebody of your from somebody of your caliber. Absolutely right. Okay. All right. Well, since we got a smart Alec, what do you think?
Dude, we're signing this one. The question is,
wait a minute. Did you say you because you think it's going on the label that's on the name of your hat?
Yeah.
You said we're signing. You said we're signing.
Yeah,
Who's
we're
we?
signing Quantize. Well, I guess
Quantize, right?
Oh, the Quantize label group. Okay, so you
I was just making sure he didn't think it was a Q record.
I'll remix it for you.
Okay. Now, if Jerome does it, it'll be a Q record.
Then it'll be a Q record. And he can cue it all up.
Yep, no doubt. Our first Jerome Sydenham record. Don't try it, buddy. We'll do it.
We have to record. We are recording. We can play this tape back and be like, you said.
Yes, we can.
You said it live on the air.
Tommy, what'd you think?
Man, ding, 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 ding. For real, you don't get closer to a 10 than that. You know what I mean? It just had a masterful feel to it. You know what I mean? It had all the elements on it. It was doing stuff. The breakdown was amazing. I kept saying over in my head, this is courageous. Because when you hear producers be more courageous and say, hey, I can take the same elements that we've been doing for 40 years, but I can do it in a courageous way. And to take jazz and the trumpet and then, me, Crystal Waters, alternate the vocalist was just like, hey, I sing different than everybody else, but I'm going to do it. And she nailed it, just singing like, I don't know.
I got to say, the singing is absolutely fabulous. You're right.
Like, wow.
I agree.
So I can see this becoming a big record if it's adopted by a big room DJ that does it. In this market, I really liked it. And this is not my forte.
Right.
And so it was just, I was shocked. The drum programming was amazing. It's like, wow.
Right. If it's drum programming, I mean, everything to me, it's amazing. And which is the other thing. I really want to know if most of this is really a live jam.
That's what I was
kind of session.
If
I don't know.
This person is used to doing live stuff.
Yeah.
Because it had that live feel, and it had a cult kind of feel like, she was nailing it. I know we produce a lot of records. It's hard to get a vocalist to sing out of the melody of the house. And she was like, I'm not changing the way I'm singing. I'm going to sing this way, and y'all do what y'all do, and we'll merge together. And that's what you make a great record, man. So I would go to buzzer, but Kelly already did, so.
Right. She was over there typing before I even knew. I'm like, what in the world is she over there typing? So yeah. So I definitely agree with everything that everybody said. I do think that, like the break shocked me to a point. I'm just like, okay, well, what's going on? And that's where Jerome is making his point. Mm-hmm. It's like there's so much going on that at points it's too much. And it's kind of like what David Morales was saying when he was on. It's like arrangement. You have so many good parts. You just have to make the parts make sense together. Luckily for the track as it is, just as the demo, the girl she's just awesome. She's awesome. And the trumpet player is awesome too. They carry the record. They just carry everything else. I don't know. I think at scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving it about an 8. Okay. But what did you think?
I liked it. I really
liked it all the way around.
Yeah. I could see this. I could see a sync license for this. I could see this going for a movie. I could see this on maybe even on Quantize and Chill compilation that we've been talking about for 3 years now. I like it. I really like it. And this is not the kind of thing I normally would, but I like the quirkiness of the singer. I thought it was nice.
Yeah.
I thought it was nice. I'm gonna give it a 8.95.
Okay. At least it didn't give it an 8.69. Huh?
Is it coming out on where?
No.
No, sir.
Bye.
No. It's not.
Jerome remixes it, then yes. But as it stands, no.
OG Morris in the house. DJ
What's
OG
up,
over
OG?
on Facebook. Hey, OG.
Man, OG has been making some fire records lately. Good
all over
God
the charts.
Almighty.
All over the charts.
Man, if y'all haven't heard his Shea La Femme, I don't even know if it's out, but that thing, he got a double on that thing that's monstrous.
That's how we do in Baltimore. That's how we do.
Right.
Royal Antoine checking us out. David Chambers checking us out.
What's
hey,
up?
everybody. All right. Well, we should roll on.
Yep, we're going to roll on. Our next track is called Closer as Talent Tuesday rolls on, baby. We roll on.
Close as forever, close as me and you. Right now, come closer, me and you. Take a step right now, take a step right now. Close enough to me, need me.
need a battery. Look, it's a little slow, but okay. I was getting a feeling from that.
Okay. What kind of feeling? May as well start with you. What say you? What are your thoughts?
There's always room for improvement.
Okay. So, but
A 9.
a 9.
I was getting a 9 feeling.
A 9 feeling. All right.
Yeah, I liked it.
Fair enough.
Well,
I
it's
saw
got,
you
what vibes it has. So, that's my
disco
thing.
vibes. So
Yeah.
anything that has a disco vibe is going to get you up and
Yes,
going.
yes.
All
All right. So let's hear
Fair
about
enough.
the technical aspects of this song and what can be improved.
right. All right. Jerome, what say you?
Okay, here we go. So it's a wonderful happy house vibe. It has lots of energy. It's reminiscent of Precious Love, Barbara Tucker, Dennis Ferrer remix. Gives that vibe.
It
There's nothing wrong
is.
with that.
You're right. It is. Yes.
Those alarm bells go off, but in a positive way. There's nothing wrong with something being in the same vibe genre-wise. That's absolutely cool. Unfortunately, I don't really like the vocal. I don't really like the song. I think it's a bit again it's an arrangement thing. But I'm hearing like 3 songs in there, and not one consistent flow. And so for sure rework is required. But I understand that it has a much more commercial appeal, and there is definitely a market for that. But I feel the vocal is a bit overwhelming and a bit forced, and I think that it can be sort of more elegantly dispatched through the happy house vibes that we're presented with. But it's what I think it's what it. I think it's just what it's what it is. It's what it is. It's what it is. But I think they need to work on their on the vocal arrangements and
Okay.
and backgrounds.
All right. Elegantly displayed. Scale of 1 to 10. I love that. Scale of 1 to 10. What you think?
I like the happy vibes. I'll give it a 6.
All right. Fair enough. Good. Tommy?
Jerome, man, you my man. You hard.
Okay.
Oh man, just your adjective alone is like, okay, I get
Right.
it.
Right. Because I agree, but I'm gonna circle back to something that he said. But what do you think?
I've heard this kind of tracks over and over again. Does it do well for us? It might do well for Mike, and we will see in a second, because we're aiming at a more progressive audience that's more modern and pop like that take the basic elements. I mean, the Piano Line is a classic Chicago record that's with 25 years ago, and they just hyped it up again, and that never gets old. The vocalist was kind of pushy, but I think it was just a level thing. Spen, I've heard you take vocals and make them sound totally different than it does on a demo, and that shows that the mix can make the difference. It's not so much on the vocalist; it's the mix that makes everything work. It had the movement was great. I have been to some spaces that play this kind of happy music that I'm coining from Jerome. Because it is very happy, and I don't think we have enough of it in the business. Music has become kind of melancholy lately, and in the summertime it tends to get more happier. So had it been coming out this month, it probably would do very well because everybody's in vacation mode. But all that being said, the production of it was, I like a better kick and all that kind of stuff on it, but it did well. So I would give it a 7.
All right. Cool. Michael,
Yes, Dad.
what you think?
Call him by my first name.
Yes. I'm gonna get you for that. But what did you think? I'm not gonna utterly embarrass you right now. But let's see.
Well, you calling him Michael, so
Because that's the name.
all bets are off.
That's the name his mama gave him.
But are you his mom?
Yeah, that's why I called him that.
That's right. Go ahead. What's good? Get him, Mike.
He's
Get
supposed to
him.
be on my side.
I
here.
can
What is
call
going
him
on?
Pops. All right, Pops. So, I actually think this track can survive without the vocal. because it has a good
okay.
piano hook right there.
There you go.
Yeah, I think it's got a good potential. Putting, we can actually make a dub out of it as well. So,
Right.
we were saying stuff about the vocals. I think we can make a good dub out of it. The piano right there has got a good hook. I'm still like singing it. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So yeah, if there's one thing I could add to what everyone was said, it's that there's a potential. There's several ways we could attack this track. We can make, we can clean up the vocals, like what Jerome has said, add a little bit of energy to it. And yeah, there's also the instrumental part that we can also use because the piano vibes, like what Tommy was saying, that's where the summer vibe is going to come from that piano.
Right.
I think the piano parts right there has a good hook. So.
All right.
This has a good cue quality right there. It's pretty much ready for a cue. Just a couple of fixes. So whoever the producer is, just come back and I think, we're gonna sign this one.
All right. Scale of 1 to 10.
7.
All right. Circling back to what Jerome said that I thought was a really interesting point. I think that the track does need a vocal. I think with the vocal, it helps to give the track a hook and thereby, making the track somewhat memorable. If you're in a nightclub and you hear something, you can actually go and try and figure out what it is. Without that, it's just another piano track, and not to diminish piano tracks. Piano tracks are the bomb. Play a lot of them. But I just think that in this particular case, it's not... I think it needs something for a hook, and I think the vocal is good. That the vocal is good ideally, and back to what Jerome said about this being elegance. It's about elegance with a track like this. The vocal is too much, trying to do too much, and I think if you simplify it. Get rid of the rap part altogether. It really doesn't need.
The rap
it
part
doesn't need the talking part either.
I didn't like that either.
So they so many of the elements that are vocally going on aren't needed. It would have been really nice, uplifting track with just and the girl can sing with just the singing parts, and I think you got something actually dope on your hands if it's arranged right, vocally arranged.
Did we hear a track from this same person last week, Lexi, in the chat? I know that we have one, and I saw a remastered version of that track come in, but I don't remember if we heard that last time.
Right.
Okay, or a producer. I saw the producer on Facebook, or I don't know if that's the producer or the vocalist, but I saw you on Facebook.
Okay.
And if I know we don't ask the producers or whoever submits the track to reveal themselves because, some people don't want the public.
Correct. Correct.
All right.
I got publicly smashed by Tommy Davis.
I mean, right. We're not trying to embarrass anyone. Okay.
Or worse yet, by Freaky Mike.
Lots of 8s and yeses going on over on Facebook.
I forgot. Did anyone remember the score on?
Did anyone on Twitch? Mike got so excited about the song, he didn't pay attention to the poll. So
the fact that somebody called him by his.
Did
by
anyone
his
over? Did anyone over on Twitch see the poll? Yeah, Angelica, wasn't the same track, but it was the same vocalist, and I can't remember if we played the other song or not. So the vocalist may be looking for us to play. That song, that other song.
Yeah. Ask Benji for the poll.
Benji, did you see the poll?
That's Mike being. Why did you even fall into that? Why?
It's Spen. It's something to say. Listen, when the people that are submitting music, we're not critiquing your thing in a global sense. We're thinking about giving you suggestions that will make it applicable to us. So that
to these labels.
So
that's right.
It does not mean your song is not great.
That's
right.
right.
Does not mean that another label won't take it. We're just trying to
That's right.
Give you props, give you the ideas of where to go with. You don't have to take them or not. We're not. It's nothing personal. We never say a song is doo doo or anything. We never do that because we make doo doo and we know how hard it is not to. So we just want to help you to get better. So don't take anything. And when you get someone like Jerome that's giving you an intricate description of what he's saying,
right, very detailed.
Yeah,
let me tell
you should listen.
Yeah.
Right, I mean that's the purpose. That's
work.
why that's the purpose of this show.
Good work. It is.
So listen, to the feedback. And this is what I tell people, because I've said no to people. We say no all the time, and people have come back and say, "Well, I signed it with so-and-so." And you know what I say? Oh, I just Googled it on TrackSource, and I want to say it ain't doing nothing. So what I want to say is, like, just listen. Like, we're not here to bash you for the sake of that. We are literally professionals are here giving you free advice, and their time generally is not free. So they're giving you the free advice, and, take it. Again, another label might take it, and maybe it will do well. The ones who have sent me like nanny boo boo, it's somebody else signed it. When I've looked at it, I'm like, but it's not doing well. And it's not going to hurt you to just take. This is your craft, it's your brand, and your name is going to be forever associated with it. It's not going to hurt you. If you think I hurt your feelings, ask DJ Spen and Tommy Davis and Mike Freak what I say about their music.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Literally. Like, they'll be playing something. I'm like, what is this trash? And they're like, it's my record. I'm like, oh, well, it's still not good. I don't like it. And they're like, it's not finished. It's not mastered. Tommy's working on it, and this is that. So, take the feedback. If you're interested in signing on one of our labels, that is the premise, for the show. But if you're not, go ahead and submit it somewhere else, and best to you. But stop wasting our time. If you're sending it here, we think you want to release it on one of our labels.
Correct.
And it takes her courage,
right? I mean, for any craft, anybody putting their art, their heart and soul. Music is heart and soul. Anybody putting their work, out for the world, Facebook, Twitch, Mixcloud, to judge, that's brave. It is brave. But, you got to have thick skin when you want to perfect your art and your craft.
Yeah.
All right.
All
Sounds
right.
good. Peace to Bobby Shaw. I thought
Where's
I saw Bobby Shaw. He was over on
Bobby
Twitch
Shaw.
somewhere. Jeffrey C. DJ Conti.
Mike in the house.
Right?
Mikey Mike. Hey,
Forever.
Mikey Mike.
What's up, man?
Over on Twitch. All right. So what do we got next? How many more
All
do we
right.
have?
We got one more.
We got one more?
Yep.
What is it called? Let me see who this producer
This
is.
is going to be interesting. This
What is this
record
called?
is called Let the Music Play.
Like, let the music play? Like my old jam?
Let the music play is what it's called. Let's see where it goes. It is Talent Tuesday.
said, let the music play. He won't get away. Just keep the groove and then he'll come back to you again. Let the music play. Let the music play. This groove he can't ignore. He won't leave you anymore. Let the music play. He won't get away. Just keep the groove and then he'll come back to you again. Let the music play. He won't get away. This groove he can't ignore. He won't leave you anymore. He tried pretending a dance is just a dance, but I see he's dancing his way back to me. He's dancing his way back to me. Love said, let the music play. Let the music play. Just keep the groove and then he'll come back to you again. Let the music play. Let the music play. This groove he can't ignore. He won't leave you anymore. Let the music play. He won't get away. Just keep the groove and then he'll come back to you again. Let the music play. Let the music play. This groove he can't ignore. He won't leave you anymore.
Last one of y'all? Yes.
Yes, it's the
Why'd
last
you
one.
get me on the air? Why'd you put me on the air without a countdown?
I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm glad I wasn't doing my normal, talking about the person behind their back like I was earlier. Like, how you gonna take my song? I was. This song, the
What you
original.
mean, take your song? You sang Let the Music Play? I married Shannon. Oh, my.
This was my jam back in the day.
Mine too, Kelly.
I'm
Mine
showing
too.
my. I mean,
Yeah.
I was partying when it came out.
I will be honest with you, man. I don't know. I may have heard it on the radio first, but I tell you, boy, when you were walking Metro Stereo and watch Tommy Davis playing these emergency type records, man, and killing them. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Craziness. It's absolutely
Well, I'm
crazy.
interested in hearing what you all think about it.
All right,
I
Jerome,
want to hear it.
what you think?
Well, first of all, I love the original. The original is such a classic.
Yes.
I love when people reintroduce covers into the marketplace. It's a form of re-education. Sometimes people discover something on the fifth version of something to realize that that it's been done 5 times before. So I have no problem with that. What's interesting in this particular quagmire is that
You know what? Wait a minute. Hold on. See,
Vocabulary is very impressive.
I gotta say, you are an incredible guest. I tell you that, no doubt, no doubt.
So first of all, the bass line is like super hot. It's like super dope. But I just hear it with something else, like really crazy dope bass line. That shit could go so many places. I don't like the stabs. They throw me off. The vocalist is great. The vocal arrangement is good. The way they place the song is very good. Now, when you combine all these elements together, then you kind of lose me. Again, I hit that. The bass line is great. The vocalist is great. The vocal arrangement is great. The stabs throw me off. I think it's 2 separate tracks, but it's still a very good idea with a good crossover potential. This is something that shouldn't be slept on.
Right.
There's something there, but I just don't. The stabs, and it's like I get, unfortunately, but again, it's there. Just got to separate the things and introduce him new things and put it together a little bit better, I think.
All right. Scale of 1 to 10. Now, it's going to be interesting to see what you
Again, I'm basing this on everything's current form, so I can't go more than a 5.
Right,
Like I said,
correct.
This record could cross over and sell, a lot. If certain measures are taken.
Okay.
Right. Okay. All right. Let me see. Eeny, meeny, miny, Manny, Mo, and Jack. All right. What's up? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, covers are pretty hard to do, really. But
Right.
I think the trick there is listen to these people who've been doing it. Like, listen to the John Morales, the Michael Grays, the Martin Knight, how they attack these covers. Because when they do this, it kind of like it does give life to the older songs, and
Right.
especially for the younger audience, like what Jerome said, there's an audience for this kind of music. A whole lot of people have never heard of that. The younger generations
He
have
just
never
called
heard
us
this.
old.
I know what he's doing, but it's okay.
I didn't
I
say
know
any
exactly
names.
what he's doing.
I didn't say any names, Pops, but
Keep on going. I'm gonna have a pops for you, all right? But keep going.
But yeah, I mean, there's an audience. There's a lot of potential in this song. It's produced
I think
well. Yeah, I don't know. I think maybe that's where you put in the piano part right there, like the summary piano part.
Yeah,
I think that
yeah.
would work. Maybe you'll probably kill me for this one, Spen, but try those 909, the M1 organs.
Oh God, Tommy, what did you think?
That would work, man. I'm telling you right now, that could work. The M1 organ is gonna work with this one.
I don't know. I think it would date it too
Give
much.
it a score,
But
Mike.
score.
It's 6. It's got potential.
Okay.
If
All right.
it comes back with a slightly different arrangement, we could definitely sign this one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Tom.
Here's the quagmire. It's a lot of generation that don't remember Shannon. That do not. And I give them credit for making the song still they sound great. You know what I mean? That the parts that I loved about the song was Chris Leggett and Mark Barbosa. But you know what? I really like the song too. So they did a great job with the vocalists to sell this song again to an audience that wasn't even born probably when this record was out. So I give them credit for that. Now, I must have heard this record redone 100 times. Now, maybe it's just me because I was constantly listening to music no matter where it's at. But sometimes that's not a good judge because this song has been covered a lot, in many other genres. So for us at Quantize, when we like to take a cover, we either do one or two things. We either make it to respect the original, or we totally go off to another tangent to introduce another way of doing it. I don't think this does enough of that going the other way, to make it stand out, because we have a particular audience that are looking for lack of a better word, hits. They're looking for something that sounds like, if I play this, they're going to come up to me and say, hey, what is that version you played? I don't think it has enough of that. Would I play it? Yeah, I would play this. But we're talking about a business, though. We want it to go exceedingly well, because we don't want to send you an invoice to say, yeah, well, we thought it was going to do really well. So I'm going to have to...
Tommy, don't go
That's
there.
not even right.
I'm serious. I mean, we want the best for it. Everything we sign. Everything we sign, we want the best for you.
We surely do.
So we trying to sign things that looks like it has all the promises from what I know out and from what we know about what is out there already. So I think this was a good production of a cover of the record, and I liked it, but it didn't have enough to make it exceptionally well at this current way. Can we? Right, Kelly would say, can Tommy and Spen do something to it? Yeah, we could. But we try not to do that to every song that comes out. So I'll give it a 7.
Okay. All
Seven
right.
from Tommy. Mike Freak, what did the Twitch
I
poll
think it was
say?
about 61% no.
No.
Oh, 61 no. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Over on Facebook, Massimo Palmieri giving it a 7. Fair enough. Vernon Van says some things you just leave alone, you don't touch. He prefers the original. Royal Antoine giving it a 6.4784.
Really?
Barry May says it sounds very European. Nicola Caravelli giving it a 6.5. Okay.
All right. Well,
Oh, what do you think, Spen?
I like that
think?
track.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do, Jerome.
I see a name that I recognize there.
To be completely honest, if I got this in my mailbox and I'm on my way to a gig, with the way that it sounds and what it's doing, I might give it a spin, just because it's let the music play. And the singing wasn't bad. I mean, a scale of 1 to 10, I give the singing by itself probably a 7. But
Right.
I agree that and see, that's the thing. Like there's certain elements that would work alone. The bass line is banging. I like the stabs with the bass line. It didn't bother me that much. But I think there could be a better marriage with this song and a track. You're doing Let the Music Play. You got to do it either as equal to or better than the record was. So that being said, I give this a 6. But it's a definite A for effort. It's something there.
Yeah.
I think, again, might need a musician to make sure that the marriage between what's going on with that killer bass line fits what's going on with the vocal, and it could be a chord progression thing, and it's done. But as it stands, that's the way I feel about it.
Yeah. Also, there's also nothing wrong with being more influenced by the original, because again, they totally nailed the vocal arrangement. The vocalist is knocks it out the box. So there's nothing wrong in really just updating the original with contemporary elements, so that it still holds onto something precious from the original vibe.
Right.
It's also another way to look at it.
Totally agree with that. I know you agree with this, Mr. Davis.
Yes, I do.
He's
Yes, I
speaking
do.
your language.
Surely is.
He's speaking your language. Okay. All right. So that does it for this Talent Tuesday. But let's call this what it is. Jerome, excellent
Some
feedback.
serious
I need to add something to this I need to add something very important. All the wonderful people I've worked with, like people like Kerry Chandler, for example. I had nothing to do with discovering. Kerry came out of the womb running.
Right.
I just happened to be his like super homeboy, still am, and that gave us the opportunity to make many great records together during our early days and beyond. So and all the other likes and everyone around, and it was always in those days, it was definitely and has extended till today. We're all still here today. It was definitely a community thing, and people helping each other out and looking out for each other on different labels and supporting one another in the field in this competitive rat race of a business called the music industry. So there we are, and let's keep at it. And thank you very much for the opportunity to be on the show.
No, thank you for joining us. It has been an honor hosting you, and I hope and pray that you will come back. It's just been
we have work to do. We have to put some work in. So let's do it.
Yeah, man. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. And so you got anything interesting coming along? Anything you want people to know about as you continue walking in this business?
Well, besides what I gave you last week, besides that top secret thing, I'll leave that to you. But yes, I do. I have an EP called Scope that's out this Friday.
Nice.
After that, I did talking about covers. I did a daring cover of Mafumbe, which again, the way I approached that was I found this brilliant nerd who has all the original machines, and I said I want the exact sound. So when he started deciphering the complexity of that bass line, it was much harder than I thought, because all I was trying to do was bring it forward to maybe 124, 125 max BPM, but then keep the original vibe, add a new vocal, but not lose 1 inch of the authenticity of the original, just bring it back
Right.
to life. 'Cause a lot of people don't know that record. So it was achieved. So that's out there. And then, of course, there's some nice original EPs coming. Some stuff with Ron Trent. Some stuff that I gave to Kerry, and here, there, and everywhere, just trying to, broaden the horizons as well. At the same time.
That's what I'm saying. One of these days, I'm trying to get Carrie Chandler and Ron Trent on this show. So we're going to see, man, what sort of happens in the future.
Carrie's not.
with that.
Carrie don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Carrie is not going to hurt anybody's feelings.
I know, but he's so
Such a
softy.
nice man.
I know.
Carrie's superb.
And you know what? Let's thank all of the producers who were brave enough to send in. And listen, if you sent in a track and we didn't get to it, there are dozens of tracks here I'm looking at, and some repeats. Some people who took the tracks and worked on them. One in particular, shout out to my friend, I'll say your real name and not your producer name, Panos. I see your track. I'm going to listen to it tonight. This is amazing because he said, listen, I listened to the comments. He basically just spent some time writing lyrics and made a whole new song based on the feedback from the first submission. So I'm going to take a listen tonight and let you listen. But if we haven't gotten to it and you really want us to do this on Talent Tuesday, it's fine. We're going to get to it. I have a couple in the pipeline for next time. If you just want us to listen to it and go ahead and see if we want to sign it, just drop us an email and just say you can listen now, and we'll do that too. So thank you all for being so brave and for trusting us, because you have to trust a label to send them your creative work. And so thanks for trusting us with your music, with your art, and we'll try to handle it as gently as we can.
And we'll try to keep on having heavy duties like Jerome and
Absolutely.
certain people on the show to help us do what it is that we do, and people that we love and respect.
I love when we do, but I'm gonna give the flowers to the home team. We got a stellar team right here. We have 3 labels, and our 3 label heads, have worked with, name it, Crystal Waters, Michael Jackson music, you name it. We got Original Basement Boy right here. We've got just, talent, decades of talent here. So, shout out to the 3 of you. You get on my nerves, but wouldn't trade you for the world. They truly love this music. They truly love this art, and that's why I put up with them, because it is a work of love for them. They love all of you and all the producers, and they really do want to see producers succeeding.
Right.
So,
we want to see the advancement of the music continue to go on. That's
nobody
that's the
advocates
mission.
harder for the artist, because
That's the
sometimes I will come down on the artist, and these guys really advocate on behalf of the artist.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah.
I have a Basement Boys tidbit just for history purposes.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Let's hear this.
I was actually the person given the reel-to-reel of the Crystal Waters, which I then took over to the shelter because of course I worked for Maryland.
What?
Take it over to the shelter for opening night. That's where that record because it coincides with the very first opening night of the shelter on the
Get out of here.
I did not know.
That's a true story. Yeah.
Wow.
History right there. History.
So that shit lines up
History.
and the history. Yeah.
Yeah. But let me tell you something, man. For you, see, it's because of people like you, Jerome, that we have bass lines like boom, 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 boom. My God, like the baddest bass line one of them ever created.
What is that?
Hold on to your love.
Oh, okay, thank you, because I didn't know what you were doing. I didn't pick that up from that.
Boom, 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 boom.
Is that how it goes? Okay.
Oh my!
I'm just messing
gosh,
with you. Okay.
Really?
Okay.
You know that you know that record. You might think it's the Booming System or something.
I'm laughing at your rendition of it.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Kelly.
Yes.
Kelly, I want to give a special to the people in the chat. We have some really professionals in the chat, and some of them really on our page. So they're actually saying tips. So if your producer gave something, go back and read the chat.
I mean, but seriously, look at, you're right. Look at who's in the chat. Bobby Shaw.
Right.
Legendary record
Right.
label executive, promotion executive, who's been at this thing for many years. Jeffrey C, whose songs, I mean, he just blow on the equipment.
Right.
And the song is straight to the top of Track Source. Every time. Jeffrey, come on, I need another song. It's
Shout out
summertime.
to
We need
Bobby
some
Shaw.
money.
Yeah, no
shout out
doubt.
to Paris Savette. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful producer, DJ. Looking forward to so much coming from her. Musician, Paris. So lots of folks in the chat. Of course, I'm partial. The Baltimore crew is in the chat on Facebook, and yeah. So
OG,
it's just
side card.
Lamar Disco,
Lamar Disco.
who is I mean, he just keeps coming with the hits. He has several production names, so you might not know him as Lamar Disco. You might know him. I forgot your other names. You got so many of them. Cool Works. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll be back. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
We'll be back in 2 weeks. We have the legendary Danny Rampling.
Oh, it's Danny coming.
Danny Rampling is coming in 2 weeks. Yes, and I forget who's going, but stay tuned to the socials. We'll have it. But yeah, one of these days, we're gonna get the likes of, and actually, one of these days, I guess we should put to the chat like who you would actually like to see and who we could try and.
Maybe we should make a poll for that one.
I would still love to see a panel of people, of our fans, of people who just tune in and who are just listeners. Because listen, producers, I mean, you can make your music for other DJs all you want, but if the dancers ain't gonna dance, then
True.
like, what you got? I want to hear from the people who buy the music to listen to in their car, like I do. The people who go to the clubs and put baby powder on the floor and get down to your music. So maybe we'll have a panel of, consumers, people from the chat to really talk to you about how they feel. And that will probably be rough because our Twitch fam is no joke. Facebook is pretty savage as well. So we should do that.
Yeah.
We should do that.
I think so, and maybe that's what we'll do before we go on.
Maybe we'll do it before we go on hiatus.
Yeah,
so we go up until like the first or second week in June, and then we'll be on break for the summer, and come back in
September and see what's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. So music at
exciting
quantizerecordings.com. Go ahead and send your music, and we will try to get it on the next show.
All right. Peace in the valley.
Peace in the city, and peace to your souls.
Right.
We
love you
We're
all. Thank
out.
you so much for joining us, and we will see you on the next Talent Tuesday.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right. Peace.